When you put your hands on a project and see it through to completion, you can feel a sense of accomplishment. Having built a boat by hand rather than simply strolling into a boat dealer's premise and purchasing a ready-made boat is a source of greater pride for most sailing aficionados. Certainly there is a great sense of accomplishment when someone purchases a brand new boat, but there is a greater sense of significance when you build it with your own hands. Want to know more about this construction? Keep watching this video. Welcome to Construction Technique. In today's video, we will take you through some of the steps that you need to follow when you are building a wooden boat. But before we make it to the video, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get notified whenever we upload a new video. There are 5 basic types of wooden boat building methods or techniques. Number 1. Stitch and tape. When it comes to building a boat, this is the most straightforward and time-efficient method. Plywood is used in the construction, which is then stitched together with epoxy resin or glue, as well as some other intricate cuts to make the hull of the boat. When utilizing this approach, which is known as the tack and tape or the stitch and tape, you will not require any specialist instruments. During the 1960s, this technique was extremely popular, and there were even television channels dedicated to amateur boat builders or hobbyists that promoted the technique. To join the pieces of plywood together, duct tape, copper wire, and cable ties are frequently employed. Copper wires are the finest choice for boat construction in marine environments since they do not corrode as easily as other materials. A thick layer of epoxy or fiberglass is applied to the sewn-together portions of the boat after it has been stitched together. This keeps water away from the stitched areas. Number 2. Ply on frame. Another popular method begins with the construction of a wooden framework known as ribs, which is then attached to the wall. The following phase involves the construction of frame members, which are connected to the ribs by means of slots. Number 3. Strip planking. The process of strip planking is a quick method of creating a wooden bat because there isn't a lot of connecting required. The carvel method is another name for this technique. Because of their small nature, the tiny strips of wood may be easily bent to form the shape of the boat after they have been laid out on forms. Once the desired shape of the boat has been achieved, the strips are joined together using strong epoxy adhesives. No fasteners are required in this procedure. This is a strategy that is best suited for experienced boat builders rather than novices. The reason for this is that there are numerous methods of strip planking and that it should be left to those who are knowledgeable on how to do so. Small watercraft, such as canoes, are frequently constructed using this technique. Number 4. Clinker. This is an ancient technique that dates back to the Vikings and involves the use of planks of wood that overlap across the sides of the frame. A land is the name given to this overlapping junction. Boats were constructed of timber planks and iron plates during the Viking Age, according to legend. Other materials, such as strong adhesives, have supplanted the use of iron plates in this procedure in recent years. Because of its beveled edges, the joint overlaps with the adjacent joint. Clinker, also known as lapstreak, is a type of wood that produces a boat that is generally lighter and easier to sail. When the boat is moving, there is less water being displaced along the edges of the hull, which increases the efficiency of the vessel. The usage of this technique is also reserved for professionals, not for amateurs. If you want to use this approach to construct a wooden boat, it is recommended that you work under the supervision of an experienced boat builder. Number 5. Cold molding. This is a way of building a boat's hull that involves using 2 or more layers of wood. This is a composite approach, and the wood used in this process is referred to as veneers. The veneers are oriented differently, giving it a powerful hull that is similar to a fiberglass hull, but is far lighter in weight and less expensive. The orientation is 45 degrees away from the center line of the veneer, and it is known to as the double diagonal approach in some circles. Cold molding may consist solely of veneer layers, or it may consist of a foundation of strip planking layers followed by veneers. A technique known as cold molding is used to construct all types of boats, from small fishing vessels to large wooden superyachts. When constructing a boat, the builder employs a variety of woods to provide more density in places of high stress while constructing low-stress parts such as the bow and stern from lighter veneers, as seen in the illustration. Cold molding can be made more trustworthy by utilizing fiberglass on both sides of the board when using light woods such as cedar. This is especially true when using light woods such as cedar. Cold molding can be used to construct hulls of various forms, allowing the boat builder greater versatility in terms of how the boat will look when it is finished. When water enters the internal structure of wood, it makes it weak, warps it, and accelerates the rotting process. If you want your wooden boat to last for a long time, then you need to make sure that it's properly waterproofed. There are many waterproofing products for freshwater, marine water, and some can be used for both. Ideally, you should have a sealing kit that can work in both environments. Marine environments are very harsh, so you should use a strong sealant that will handle the water, humidity, and UV radiation from the sun. By sanding the wood on the boat properly, you can ensure that there are no loose layers of wood shavings or other finished materials on the boat. Sandpaper should be used to remove any loose portions first, followed by a finer one to smooth out the wood and make it smooth and refined. Applying the sealing compound using a brush, ensuring that the wood has a good layer of coating. Some kits come in parts, while others are already blended, so read the directions carefully. Before applying a second or third layer of sealant, make sure the first 2 applications are totally dry. Give the wood plenty of time to cure. Some of the sealing compounds have a short curing period, but it is always safe to give a lot of time to ensure that the boat is safe when you first put it into the water. Although you have waterproofed your boat, it's important that you periodically remove the boat from the water and inspect the wood to make sure that there are no moisture-laden surfaces. A good rule is to take the boat out of the water when you are storing it for a long period. This way, it is not exposed to water and moisture for a long time. If you're having trouble building, a quick Google search or a visit to your local sailing club will help you locate a wooden boat school. Some of these schools are excellent for assisting with boat building and will help you transform your final product from an amateur wooden boat to an exceptional fishing boat, cabin cruiser, or any other nautical vessel. Schools can also assist with difficult aspects of boat construction, such as the fair hull, snap fasteners, upholstery, slide deck, cross beams, and general marine engineering. Building a boat can be exciting and really become a passion project. The key is to plan out everything before so you don't get halfway through a build only to realize you've messed up and wasted time. You can find boat plans online, or you can simply use the 5 boat plans available above and build as many different boats as you wish. Keep in mind that this will take some time if you are completely new to it. From fishing boats, a planked cruising boat, cabin cruiser, and much more, the sky is the limit. But hitting the water for the first time can be really exciting once you've completed the build. You'll also notice you've saved a lot of money over buying a boat. Most importantly, have fun and take your time, especially if it's your first build. Alright everyone, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope this video has helped you to understand the different process and methods for building a wooden boat. Thanks for watching. More interesting videos are coming, and if you don't want to miss any of our videos, then smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you will always be updated.